Today I'll explain you about the term assurance contract. So what happens in term assurance contract is, there is a person who takes a term assurance contract at the age of 40 for 5 years. So what does it mean? That if that person dies at any time before getting 45, so he will so his family will get the money. Let's say this term assurance contract was for, let's say, 1 lakh rupees. That means if at any point he dies before getting 45, so his family will get 1 lakh rupees. So let's say we divide this line in like this. And let's say he takes the contract on 1st January 2021. Now contract he has taken on 1st January 2021. Now if suppose he dies before 41, he dies before getting 41, he dies at any point here. Okay, so his family will get the money here at this point. This point will be 31st December 2021. That means his family will get 1 lakh rupees on 31st of December 2021. Or let's say he survives this point. He survives this point and he, instead of dying here, he dies here. Let's say he started at 40, he survived 1 year and he dies somewhere at this point. Okay, so this date will be 31st December 2022. That means if he becomes 40, he attains the age of 41 and then he dies, so his family will get the money on 31st December 2022. Now the first assumption which we are taking here is that the money will be paid at the end of the year. The money will not be paid immediately. The money will be paid at the end of the year of the death. That means, let's say if the person dies on 1st of June 2021, so his family will get the money on 31st of December 2021. If let's say person dies on 24th of March 2022, so his family will get the money on 31st December 2022. But if he survives, suppose he survives all these years and he attains the age of 45 and he is still alive. He has attained the age of 45 and he is still alive, so his family or he will not get any money. So this is the basics of the term assurance contract. Now if I have to find the expected value of this term assurance contract, so how I can find that? So first of all, we will make a variable. Let's give the name T as the variable. Okay, and So let's understand this. So, in this variable we are saying two major things, kx and n, and the third thing is v. Okay, so let's understand what are these things. This kx is called Cartesian future lifetime random variable. Cartesian future lifetime random variable. So let's understand what is the meaning of this. So suppose a person who takes the plan at the age of 40 and after 6 months he dies. So that means he has not lived at least 1 year. He has not even survived for 1 year. He died just in 6 months. So his Cartesian random variable will have value 0. Suppose that person survives 1 year and then he dies. Let's say that the person took the plan at the age of 40 and he survived for the next 15 months. So, okay, that means he survived 1 year plus 3 months. So in that case the kx will be, in that case kx will be 1, because he has survived 1 complete year. Okay, so this fraction part, this fraction part we will ignore. Okay, so Cartesian means number of years which he has completed, number of complete years. Let's say if the person took the plan at the age of 40 and he survived, let's say 3 years and 7 months. So in that case Cartesian lifetime of the person aged 40 will be 3 years, because he has survived 3 complete years. We will ignore this fraction part completely. Okay, so that's how we define the Cartesian future lifetime random variable. Okay, then we have this n. This n is the term of the plan. So as I said that he took the plan for 5 years. He took the plan at the age of 40 for next 5 years. So this term of the plan will be n, and this v, this is term of the plan. And then we have this v, okay, so v stands for the present value. Okay, so v is present value factor, which is 1 over 1 plus I. Okay, so I is my interest rate. So now let's write this variable again, which we have written. So let's say that the person took the plan at the age of 40. The sum assured person took the plan at the age of 40. Sum assured amount was SA is sum assured amount. It's 1 lakh. N is 5 years. Okay, and so the variable will become like this. That means if he survives for less than 5 years, his family will get 1 lakh rupees. But if he completes his 5 years, and survives 5 years or more than that, so his family or he will not get any money. So this is the basic of the term assurance contract. Now we have to find the expected value of this term assurance contract. So how we will find the expected value? So let's understand how we will find the expected value. Okay. So ET is equal to E VK40 plus 1 plus E0. Now E0 will be 0. That doesn't carry any relevance. So for me this part is important. So I'll show you how to simplify this part. Now if I have to find the expected value, so I should know that how many values my variable can take. If I have to simplify this portion, so I need to know that how many possible values this K40 can take, and accordingly my value of V can be decided. Okay, so K40 here, as per the condition of our question, can take 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, where this 0 means his cut-date lifetime is 0. That means he survived for less than 1 year. 1 means he survived for 1 year but not less than 2 years. 2 means he survived for 2 years but not more than 3 years. 3 means he survived for 3 years but not less than 4 years. 4 means he survived for 4 years but not less than 5 years. I can't take 5 here. If I take 5, so that will be wrong, because if he survives for the 5 years, so as we have said that he or his family will not get any money. So my variable will become like this: V0 plus 1. I have taken 1 lakh as common outside. V1 plus 1, V1 2 plus 1, V3 plus 1, and V4 plus 1. Okay, now I can write like this also: V0, V1, V2, V3, V4, and V5. Now when we find the expected value, so we need the variable value and its probability. So now let's understand what will be the probability. So when kx is equal to 0, when K40 is equal to 0, that means the person survived for less than 1 year. So in that case, the K40 have value 0, and its expression of writing will be like this: 0 Q40. That means that person deferred his death for 0 years and died within 1 year. Okay, that means that person who took the plan at the age of 40 died within 1 year. That means he didn't even complete 1 year. That means this 0 means that he couldn't survive even for 1 complete years. He died within 1 year. That means he started at 40 and died before getting 41. Okay. Now this if K40 is equal to 1, this means the person who has taken the plan at the age of 40 survived for 1 complete year and died before completing the second year. That means he survived this 1 complete year, okay, and he survived this 1 complete year. He became 41 and died somewhere here. Okay. Similarly, when K40 is equal to 2, so that means that person survived 2 complete years and died somewhere before getting 43. That means he started at 40, he became 41, he attained 42, but died somewhere here in this shaded area. So this is how we will write the expected value expression. Let me show you. So my expression becomes like this. Okay. Now the question arises that how we can find this probability part. So finding V1, V2, V3, V4, these are not difficult. Suppose my rate of interest is let's say 6%. So V1 is 1 over 1 plus 0.06, V2 is 1 over 1 plus 0.06 square and so on. V cube is 1 over 1 plus 0.06 cube and so on. So finding V1, V2, V3, these are not difficult. Now I'll show you how we can find this this probability or these Cartesian probabilities. Okay, so for that, okay, so let's say if I have to find, let's say 0 Q 40, that means that person didn't survive even one complete year. That simply means this, okay, which is that he died within 1 year. That means that person died within 1 year, which is L41 minus L40 divided by L40. That means the probability of dying within 1 year is equal to L41 minus L40 divided by L40. These L40, L41, these are given in the life table functions, which we will see further. Or if I have to find 1 Q40, okay,